Hello everyone, and welcome back once more to Moosemeister Plays Victoria 2 as France. And just sitting here at the save selection screen, which I've realized that I usually click play before I start the video. Whatever. Europe looks really nice and tidy. It would look a lot more tidy if Germany formed, but I'm actually hoping that doesn't happen. You know, you've got a nice big Italy here. It's well organized. You can tell that I'm a real Paradox game player because I take so much pleasure in neatly organized borders. Just a pretty Europe. That's all I really want from these games. So I've forgotten to watch the end of my previous video, as you know, I always do. So I don't know what was happening. I'll never know what was happening in my last video. I think I should accept that by now. Let's see. I'm at war with a bunch of South American stuff. Yeah. I don't really care. Brazil's losing, but again, I don't really care. I just answered the call to not lose the prestige from refusing. Got a nice industry going here. Got a lot of money. Although, if I ever need to actually start losing money, you know, from mobilizing or something, that can all go away very quickly. My industry is actually catching up to Germany's, which is great. As long as my industry can grow faster than that of Germany and the UK, I can someday hope to be first in all three categories. Because I will eventually outpace China. Speaking of China, it occurred to me, firstly, it occurs to me I should upgrade my forts, but it occurred to me yesterday, after finishing my video, that I haven't been in a war for a while. Well, not counting that one. I haven't been in an offensive war for a while. And I should probably be taking more Chinese land. They're fairly ripe for the picking. Let's see. Yeah, 20%. They can't do anything to me. Oh, Japan's civilized. I was wondering when they would. So they're 11th. They may very well snag 8th away from Italy. It's usually competition for 8th between Netherlands, Italy, and Japan. Except Netherlands controls Belgium, so we'll see how it swings. The strong Japan's kind of fun, but they're really hard to fight because they're an island. Which means you have to have a much bigger navy than them, plus tons of transport boats, and I usually don't. Kind of the same problem with the UK, except I can walk across here. So, actually, not. The same problem as I have with the US, except the US is much worse because they're huge. Sorry, just drinking some root beer. Nice, straight from the refrigerator. Very pleasant on a hot day like this. Salt Lake City region. That is the weirdest thing. Why isn't it? So this is Nevada, Utah. I remember Utah and Nevada, right? In this game, for whatever reason, Utah and Nevada are a single state called Nevada, Utah. Except now Nevada, or Nevada, I don't know, Nevada, I think it's called. I can't pronounce anything, okay? Nevada, Utah is just Nevada, and Utah is called Salt Lake City region and owned by Mexico. I'll never understand what happened there. I have no idea what happened there. It's very weird. I can make more soldiers, which I ought to do. I wonder when I can get infiltration. 1900. So I can get tanks in 1900. That's a ways off. Still, nice to know. I feel like I need more cavalry. I don't know why I feel that way. There, cavalry. So, I should look into... Well, wait. don't unpause. I should look into attacking China some more. What's the land nearby here look like? Good. Very, very good. Fuzhou. Yeah, that's a lot of people. Wonder how this is doing, actually. French Canton region, 3.6 million. Obviously, I'm never going to be able to make that into a state. Actually, the people in France proper seem to be quite happy and hence aren't moving to my colonies. So it's fairly likely that I will actually never be able to make most, if not all, of my colonies into states. But that's okay, whatever. So, I think I will justify... Yeah, my infamy is really low. I think I will justify a war to to acquire a sub-state region from China. Yeah, let's do that. So we can carry 36 weight, carry 16 more. So 60 is 20. Then it's, right, 3,000. So 16 more brigades. Yeah, 16 more brigades. Okay. That is 13. And then we'll just pull... Let's pull an engineer, an artillery, and an infantry. And load them on board as well. That should still be sufficient to fight them because my military tech is better than ever, and theirs is barely advanced. Do the usual thing. It went so nicely last time, after all. I know I ought to build steam transport so they're actually fast at getting somewhere. But, oh. Nope, go back on the boats. But what? What was I saying? Oh, did they already... They already walked over here. Cool. So that's 105,000 soldiers. That should suffice. You know, it's too bad I can't, that would be a nice thing, actually. If you could mobilize only in a certain region. Because I don't want to mobilize all of France. But I'd be happy to mobilize my Burmese and Chinese populations. Just to gain a few more soldiers. Oh, I can use my Suez Canal. It's like, why are they going that way? Because I can go through the Suez Canal. That shaves off so much travel time. That's brilliant. Yes, I use brilliant in the British sense. I think I probably aspire to be British, secretly. Or actually not even that secretly. I'm fairly open about it. I like all sorts of things about British culture. Like how they don't talk to each other on public transportation. Or anywhere, ever. It's great. One moment. I do like root beer. Man, that's a lot of attrition. Jeez. Alrighty. It's all looking good. For me. Yep. Yep. For some reason, no one wants any political reforms, only social reforms. So I know that I can pass political reforms, but honestly, they won't help me at all. So why would I do that? Yeah, whatever. I don't want socialists. But I don't see myself actually being able to do much to stop them. And yeah, I'm doing my usual lazy technique. I'm just lazy, okay? I know enough about the game to know that what I'm doing is incorrect. And I probably could actually figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. But it's too much work. Yeah, I need way more infamy. Infamy? No, I don't want any more infamy. I need way more infantry. That's the word. 40-something days. Hey! Hey! Rank 1 military. I just overtook China right before I'm about to declare war on them. That is great. Not only do I have more tech than China, I have more soldiers too. Truly splendid. Okay. That's the Casus Belli. Done. I've actually kind of almost caught Germany at this point, industry-wise. I've passed 300. Let's actually pay attention to my generals for once. For once in my life. So I'm not careful about strategy games. I think I'm fairly good at them, at least in relation to other games. But I'm still... I don't want to lose prestige, never mind. I'm still just... I don't pay much attention. Although I am considering... after this series finishes, I'm considering doing... sorry, I'm getting distracted. This is the Fuzhou region. I'm considering doing, excuse me, a series where I lead some unlikely minor nation to, like, rank 1 or something. So, I actually try really hard. I use all of my accumulated knowledge. I plan everything out. I actually play this game well instead of just kind of messing around in it, like I usually do. Who are my allies and will they respond? Oh. Let's call the Ottomans. Call Brazil. Call Austria. I don't want to call Italy because it said they were less likely to accept. And I don't want to break my alliance unnecessarily. So this is the region I am trying to occupy. If I occupy fully and then just hold the enemies off, I should be good to go. It is a lot of military score, but 263, 272. Number 1. France is great. I love playing France. I've never actually completed a French game, but I've started a lot of them. I think this is the furthest I've ever gotten with France. I don't play the major powers that much, which is another reason why I'm doing more poorly than one might expect. I'm simply not used to it. Let's try to get these troops over there. I'm used to having... Alright, so Brazil has joined, Ottomans have joined, Austria have joined. Excellent. That is excellent. Sorry, I'm trying to do like several things at once. What was I saying? I'm used to having, you know, next to no military and being kind of outgunned by everyone and just struggling to do well. I'm not used to popping into first place really easily. And then, you know, so I'm not expanding as quickly or as much as I could because I'm not used to being able to. That's a conveniently timed crisis, though, because this war I'm in will get me out of it. And also, I don't know if I commented on this before, But yes, I am a madman who fights wars on speed 5. Probably failed because like half of the great powers are... Well, not really. It's just me and Austria. So I didn't call Italy. Get that last military tech. I'm now getting kind of ahead of time on techs, which is, you know, great. I'm not complaining, that's for sure. Let's go that way. Battle of Gian. It's done. I don't know if I should be bothering to keep my land unoccupied or not. I think occupying this land is much higher priority. So that will give me ticking war score. Having my land occupied won't give them ticking war score. So then I gain all the rest of my war score by simply holding off the armies. You get tons of war score by killing huge armies like this. See, I'm already at 35%. They won't accept. See, now this is a war I'd actually be willing to add war goals to without justifying them. Can I? No, of course not. I don't have enough jingoism support. That's stupid. I actually want to and I can't. Irritating. Alright. Here comes my Burmese forces. Cool. Just confirming. Okay. And they've surrendered already. That was extremely easy. Wow. Okay. So that's a lot more people. How many people did I gain here? 4.28 million more soldiers? Citizens. But yeah, that's going to be a lot more soldiers too, actually. Is this all tea production? This is. It's all tea producing. Tea is now... Now tea is my top import. I bet it hasn't updated. Yeah. It hasn't updated yet. Look, we'll see how much of the world tea production that one thing is worth. Alright, so you walk back here. Because they're exiled, they can cross foreign territory without needing military access, which is very convenient. Really, the general goal is to beat up China enough before they westernize. You know, just take as much of China before they westernize as possible. Because it's extremely valuable land. Very, very nice land to have. Austria never even got a chance to get any troops over. Were they even sending any? Well, they got that boat. I bet I should have needed to give them military access so that they could use my canal. I can't otherwise. I love this canal. Suez is great. But yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I'm being a bit scatterbrained today. I'm not as on top of it as usual. That's very nice, 81% literacy already. Because now I don't remember where all of these soldiers came from. I think these were... Yeah, I think these two were the guys who came from France. Because I know those are the Burmese ones. And then there was one that was already there, so that would make sense. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Those add up to the total 36 weight. Just move you back to like... where do I have enough supply limit? There. Put you over here. Or well, you can go stand over there. There we go. Okie doke. Definitely not importing tea anymore. Yeah, so that one state is 23.97% of the world's tea population. See why China is good? So, recap of this episode. I declared war upon China, took this land without hardly any of a fight, really. I'm now dominant in tea production, and I'm sending my... Oh, I've reached #1 in military. I'm very close to overtaking North German Federation in industry, 20 points behind them. So I'm definitely gaining industry faster than them. I am very securely in first place now. And I'm pretty well set up for the coming scramble for Africa in about 6 years. So with that, I will end this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and please come back next time. Bye.